Right now on Vegas Revealed, he was one of Las Vegas's beloved headliners.
Now there's a documentary coming out about Danny Gans' life. We have an exclusive first look.
Obviously, he was suffering.
Did he ever open up to you about those types of things and his health?
He held those cards close to his chest.
We speak with his son about his role in the filmmaking process and what this documentary means to him.
He never got the recognition that I felt like he deserved.
We also head over to the South Point for a fun interview with longtime showman Frankie Scinta.
It is great when people go, I've seen you 30 times.
More with Frankie coming up and when you can see him next.
Plus, we know it can get hot out there. You may want to head up to the mountain for cooler air and live music.
Sounds good to me. All this and more coming up on Vegas Revealed.
Let's get to it.
Vegas Revealed, presented by Galindo Law, starts now.
Welcome to Vegas Revealed. I'm Dana Roselli.
And I'm Sean McAllister. Thanks for being with us.
And happy Father's Day, everyone. We hope you had a great day. In a bit, we are going to interview entertainer Frankie Scinta. We had a great time at his show at the South Point, and we're going to take you behind the scenes. Always a good time with Frankie.
Yeah, always some laughs,
yes.
Right? But first this week, we take a look at a new documentary about the life of longtime Las Vegas headliner Danny Gans. He passed away in 2009 at only 52 years old. He was known for his incredible vocal impressions, his dance moves. He kind of had it all.
He really did. Gans headlined Las Vegas for 17 years and was named Entertainer of the Year for 12 of them. His son Andrew has now written and directed a film called Voices, the Danny Gans Story.
In a Vegas Revealed exclusive, we're sharing footage of that film right now for the very first time.
There will never be a likes of Danny Gans in Las Vegas again.
He is the man of many voices, Danny Gans!
Little girl with your red dress, y'all, shake a birdland all night long. Go ahead.
People were talking about greatest impressionists ever, like they had just seen God.
Standing ovations every night, sold out night after night after night.
The best entertainer I ever saw.
We have some outstanding talent to talk to you about the star of our show.
I can still remember the seat I sat in, and I watched him perform, and I sat there just in awe.
I was transformed. As an audience member, I was mesmerized.
Everybody from Katharine Hepburn to Pee Wee Herman.
His career just kept moving upward and upward and upward. I kept feeling like it's never going to end.
Breaking news, performer Danny Gans has died.
There's a good chance you know his name or you're one of the millions who've seen his show.
This documentary looks fantastic. You just saw a clip there of the trailer, and I know we both remember that day when we got the news that Danny Gans had passed away.
Yeah, I mean, such an icon and really incredible to see other Las Vegas legends talking about the skill, the talent that Danny Gans brought to the stage.
Yeah, and the world premiere is this Friday in Hollywood. The public can attend, so you can go. We'll have more information on that coming up in just a bit, but we did talk to Andrew, his son, about the movie and why he decided to make this documentary about his dad.
That's a good question. Well, I decided to start making this film. It was right around 10th anniversary of his passing. And I had had this feeling inside of me for a long time that he never got the recognition that I felt like he deserved. And he wasn't remembered in the way I felt he deserved. And so I wanted to do something that would bring attention to how talented and incredible he is, and he was, and the accomplishments that he had in Las Vegas. And so slowly but surely, I decided to start putting this film together. And, here we are now almost 4 years later, and it's been a transformative experience. And it's turned from wanting to make a film about my dad to honor his life and accomplishments to something where I'm in the film. I directed the film, and it's follows my journey telling his story. And during the making of the film, I became a father myself for the first time. And it's just been a very it's a blessing to have gone through this experience. And I feel very grateful to have the opportunity to do it.
This documentary is premiering at a film festival in Los Angeles. And for the millions of people who have gone to see your dad and who loved watching him on stage and who got joy from him performing, they can be there in the audience to relive those memories again, right?
Yes, the film is going to be premiering June 20th at the Dances with Films Festival in Los Angeles at the Chinese Theater. And the tickets are open to the public. It's an opportunity for you to, see my dad's entire life story. You're going to watch the film and it's going to feel like you're in the audience watching him perform at the Mirage or at the Wynn. And you're going to learn so many other things about his life that you would have never known before. And I really feel like people will be interested, be thoroughly entertained from beginning to end, and they'll learn some good things along the way.
Well, the Danny Gans documentary will have a world premiere. We told you that. It's in Hollywood, and it's during the annual Dances with Films Festival. The screening will be at the historic Chinese Theater. The premiere is open to the public, as I said, but you do need tickets. There's a QR code right there on your screen if you want to get some.
And tickets right around $20, so definitely affordable to go and see this world premiere as well. We had such a great conversation with Andrew about his life growing up with Danny Gans as a dad, what he himself is now doing differently as a dad, and what led Andrew to spend an entire summer in the wings of Danny Gans' show over at the Mirage.
Yeah, that's all coming up in just a few minutes here on Vegas Revealed.
Now to another entertainer who I think deserves legendary status.
Definitely.
Talking about Frankie Scinta. He's been performing for 4 decades. You may remember him from the Scintas. They've performed here in Vegas for years.
Yeah, well, he has not stopped. He has been headlining his own show in Las Vegas for a long time now, and we met up with him over at the South Point right before he took the stage. We had a great conversation and a behind-the-scenes look.
The showman, Frankie Scinta.
I live to perform, so being up there alone now is comfortable for me.
Yeah.
And as the show gets on, I get more comfortable. Mm-hmm. The applause, the smiles, the laughter. I live for all of that. That's like a pure adrenaline.
Yeah.
And it's great.
I mean, you're a true showman. Like, to feel like that word.
I didn't give it to me. My musical director did. He goes, Frank, you're a showman.
Yeah.
I go, no, I'm just me. He goes, no, you do it all. You comedy, the music, you play instruments. He goes, you use it. Yeah. And I did. And I guess I am. Nobody does what I do anymore. Vegas has changed so much that I travel. The showrooms that I played forever with the Scintas, but I miss my brother so bad. He was the funny one. I'm busy traveling. I got 8 grandbabies. It's just a beautiful life.
It's a full life.
It really is. We feed 10 to 12 people every night at my house.
Oh my gosh.
The kids call. They don't say, are we eating here? They go, what are we eating?
Right. That's why you got to keep doing shows to feed the mouths.
Exactly.
You started with the Scintas. What? You don't have to tell me the exact year if you don't remember. What?
2000.
2000.
It was the Hilton and 2 friends out of Michigan, one Sicilian, one Irish, perfect team. They 4-walled the room for us at the Hilton. Within 6 months, we got offers from 4 different casinos. The Rio gave us an offer we couldn't refuse. And that was it, man. Almost 7 years in our own showroom. Then Vegas changed, as it did, and they wanted entertainers to pay to perform. And that did not work out. I don't like that, because I'm not a casino. I couldn't put a billboard up on the strip. I could put one, not like we had at the Rio. We had 20, 50 cab tops. It was beautiful. Remember, Clint Holmes was one place, Lance Burton, the Scintas. It was a great time for me. But you bend and you fold. Then with the loss of my brother, that was it, like somebody cut my legs out from under me. And I never wanted it to be me. Never. And it just, God put me there and said, hey, buddy, it's you. So it took a while to be comfortable and not look right and see him. But I'm okay. And I know that's what he would want me to do.
Now here it's like I'm someone else. I thought that maybe I could find my...
I've incorporated my daughter because of the live show we did on Facebook during COVID, she has become a singer. And she always said, I'm not a singer, I'm not a singer. She still says it, but she is.
Just a little.
What? I'm not that much of a professional, Dad.
I've had other girls in the show, very talented girls, but it wasn't family. And that's the thing. I decided, it was like God said, no, it's working, but no. My daughter stepped on the stage and I go, she's breaking my oranges, just like my brother did. And it's family. That's what family, come on, you got family.
That's what you do.
She's the teeny blonde version. Hi.
How are you, love?
I'm good. My kids are here. I better not disappoint them.
Frankie is talented and he's funny and he has all the charisma. He truly is a showman.
I mean, an all-around showman, which
Right.
I absolutely love.
Yes. And you can check him out if you want to see him on June 20th. He is playing at the Italian American Club. Always fun. It's over on East Sahara. Those shows are a blast. You also get dinner, and you can go to iacvegas.com for more information and to get those tickets.
Still to come, summer hasn't even officially started yet, but we know we're always thinking about ways to beat the heat, right? How about catching a concert up on the mountain?
That's next on Vegas Revealed.
If your California home or property was damaged by wildfires and you've already filed an insurance claim, listen closely. You could still be owed more compensation, even if you have received an insurance check. Galindo Law is here to help you with a free claim review. Let us review your case and help you get the financial compensation you may deserve. Call 1-800-251-1533 or visit galindolaw.com.
Welcome back to Vegas Revealed.
Dana, are you ready to go on a little road trip?
Sure.
All right, let's head up the mountain to Lee Canyon Ski Resort. They are ready for summer. They have their mountain bike trails open, family activities, and now they have music on the mountain.
This sounds fun. More than 800 people turned out for the kickoff event. There's a lineup of performances and events all summer long and even stretching into fall. We've mentioned it before. Lee Canyon is a great place to escape the heat in peak summer months here in Las Vegas. It truly is. You go up there, it's like sometimes 20 degrees.
Yeah, it can be 20,
Difference.
30 degrees cooler, which is a great way to escape the triple-digit temperatures for sure. There's plenty of camping and picnic spots up on the mountain too. I know it's one of my favorite getaways during the summer months, so we wanted to let you know, live music up on the mountain now this summer.
That's going to be popular. Sticking with music now, the Las Vegas Men's Chorus will celebrate their season finale on June 29th at 4 o'clock at UNLV's Ham Concert Hall.
And if you love Broadway tunes, this one is for you. They're going to present a ton of Broadway classics with their own signature twist. This concert is called Broadway Our Way.
Yeah, the show is again June 29th. Tickets start at about $30 and are available at the UNLV Performing Arts Center box office and online, also by phone. So go check them out.
Up next, more with the son of legendary Las Vegas headliner Danny Gans.
For the last 4 years, he's been working on a special documentary, and the world premiere is coming up.
Vegas Revealed continues next.
California homeowners, was your home or property damaged by wildfires? Even if you have already filed an insurance claim and received a check, you may still be owed more compensation. Don't risk leaving money on the table. Call Galindo Law now for a free claim review. We'll tell you if your insurance company may still owe you compensation. Call 1-800-251-1533 or visit galindolaw.com.
Welcome back to Vegas Revealed.
For more than a decade, Donnie and Marie Osmond headlined over at the Flamingo, and it turns out Las Vegas icon Danny Gans played a big role in getting them there.
Yeah, back in 2018, while the Osmonds were celebrating a decade on the Strip, I talked to them about Gans' involvement.
That was the original contract, Sean, 6 weeks.
And it was Danny Gans, remember?
He was our producer.
He was our producer. He brought us here.
And we spent a lot of money on the show thinking that, we're never going to recoup this.
Not here, but we were thinking, okay, we'll tour it for a year.
Well, Danny must have seen something because Donnie and Marie ended up performing together on the Strip for more than 10 years, and Donnie's still here.
I know. And they have such a funny brotherly, sisterly relationship.
Like only siblings can have.
They're great. Well, a lot of fans only saw Danny Gans as an entertainer, but he was a great producer too.
Yeah, and now Danny's son is filling that same producing role. In fact, he's producing and directing a documentary about his dad's life and career. It's called Voices, the Danny Gans Story.
We had a great conversation with Andrew Gans to find out more about this documentary, growing up with a headliner as a dad, and why being grounded for an entire summer created some big-time memories for him. Did you go and watch him often or a few times?
I watched his show all the time.
Yeah.
A funny story is when I was in 8th grade, I think, I got grounded for the entire summer for doing some stupid stuff, but we won't get into that. And so the only thing I could do was either go to baseball practice or go to his show. That was the only way I could leave the house. And so I went to his show almost every single night. And by the end of that summer, I could do the show for him. I just couldn't do voices.
But you could do that fancy footwork across the stage. You could be his understudy.
Oh yeah, I could do the moonwalk. I mean, we would do little moonwalk battles every once in a while, and it was very fun. But I would sit on the side of the stage, off like the left wing where he would enter and exit, and I would just sit there and watch, and I would like see him go through his cues, and then when he would come back to change for like Michael Jackson or Elvis, I'd be like, hey, that was really good. You hit that mark really well, or blah, 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 blah. Or like, I heard you hit that note like perfectly. So we would just kind of talk back and forth about the show. And he was always very hard on himself. I don't think he ever thought he had like a perfect show. Mm-hmm. That was another thing that drove him, is just, his perfectionism. Yep. But it was fun to see him go through that process of getting to work, being very methodical, going through his pre-show routine, and then watching the performance, and then the post-show routine, and all of those things that he did every single night, day in and day out. And you get to see and really understand how someone like that gets to that point.
Yeah.
Well, how lucky that you did whatever you did to get grounded and have that opportunity.
Yeah, it was a blessing in disguise.
Well, yeah, exactly. And people always wonder, whenever we interview comedians or performers, they go, are they exactly how they are at home, or is it just they go on, they turn it on stage, and then at home they're a completely different person? Like, was he around the house doing voices?
Yeah, I mean, my dad's personality was exactly what you think it would be. He was cracking jokes all the time. He was doing voices, but, he had to save his voice for the show. And there was a lot of times where he would be writing us notes, or he would be, whispering, and it would be very tough for him to like have real, full-on conversations or talking every day, especially in Vegas when it's so dry. So he had to be very cautious and conscious about how much he talked during the day. Mm-hmm. But his personality is exactly what you thought it would be.
That's so cool. And have you always been in filmmaking, or did this drive you to do it?
I grew up, I wanted to play baseball. That was my big dream. And I played high school baseball at Coronado in Henderson. And I got drafted to play professionally my senior year. But an injury to my shoulder ended my career. And shortly after that, I started getting into the film industry.
A sports injury is kind of the jumping point that got both you and your dad into entertainment.
Yes. It goes even one step further. My grandfather, my dad's dad, was a professional baseball player, and he got injured. And then he went into entertainment. He was a singer and a comedian, and he would go all around like the Catskills in like the 40s, and he was performing. And then, as you know, my dad was a professional baseball player. He got injured. We all know that story. And then me, professional baseball, injury, and started making movies.
It was a pleasure to talk with Andrew, and it's nice to see him all grown up now.
Yes, and I know a lot of fans are going to be excited about seeing this documentary, and we want to remind you again, Voices, the Danny Gans Story, has its world premiere in Hollywood coming up this Friday. We know there's a lot of Danny's friends and fans who are still here in Vegas who might want to go. Just scan that code that's up on your screen right now for tickets. They start at just $20.
We hope so many people can attend. I know it's going to be quite an occasion.
Coming up, here's an excuse to go to the Golden Arches for Roundup Day coming up. It helps the Ronald McDonald House, and it's so simple. We've got the details.
Plus, Opportunity Village holds its annual variety show on campus. Some highlights up next on Vegas Revealed.
Vegas Revealed, presented by Galindo Law. Weekends on Fox 5.
What's up? This is your girl Pepper from Salt and Pepper, and you're watching Vegas Revealed. That's right.
Hey, what's up, guys? Mark Wahlberg here. You're watching Vegas Revealed.
Hey, everybody, it's Lunel, the original bad girl of comedy, and you're watching Vegas Revealed.
Let's go. Join Dana Rosselli and Sean McAllister on Vegas Revealed.
Say goodbye.
Call 1-800-251-1533 or visit galindolaw.com.
Welcome back to Vegas Revealed. Well, we always tell you we are on the Community Relations Board with the Ronald McDonald House.
Yeah, and now we have a good excuse for you to pull up to the Golden Arches.
And Roundup. It's so easy to round up. I love this. There is a Roundup Day on June 18th taking place at McDonald's across the valley. Local McDonald's operators have generously agreed to launch an official day. So this is really exciting. It's going to raise funds for the Ronald McDonald House Charities of Greater Las Vegas. And it's really a wonderful organization that helps so many families in need when they have a medical crisis. It's an amazing initiative, and it's going to occur once a quarter, Sean. So this is really going to be helpful to spread the word and educate the public about what the Ronald McDonald House does.
Yeah, so listen, the fries are my favorite thing. I'm going to swing through, grab a small fry, and round up and know that the money is going to a good cause.
And, you know, like I said, the Roundup is so easy and they make a lot of money from it. You know, it really is a great way to fundraise.
It is, especially when all the operators across the valley are taking part. This is a significant effort.
Well, recently I had the chance to MC the Opportunity Village Arts Performance. It's called OVation. It's a great show that really showcases all of the hard work through the years. It features the talents of adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities. They showcased music, dance, theatrical acts, even illustration and filmmaking. They even did some mime, Sean.
Look at this.
It was a packed show, great audience, and it was just so much fun to MC this and be a part of it. So congratulations to the Opportunity Village folks. It was a great show.
Well, it's good to see some of our friends up on stage there, too.
Sure is.
Well, the Girl Scouts of Southern Nevada set to host their biggest gala of the year. It's called Dessert Before Dinner, and this is a big year. It's a 15th anniversary of it.
I know, and they're honoring 6 change makers, humanitarians, and trailblazers. The event is Saturday, September 13th from 6 to 9 at the Encore at Wynn Las Vegas. Always a big event and a lot of fun, so they want to get the word out now. Go to dessertbeforedinner.org for more information and tickets.
And if you've ever been, you know that this is a big event, a fancy event, and when dessert comes before dinner, it's never a bad evening.
Exactly. And all for a good cause, too. Hey, listen, we hope you enjoyed our show today. We did have an exclusive look at that Danny Gans documentary trailer. So if you want to see it, we're going to put our show on YouTube. All our past episodes are on YouTube, and you can join us there, subscribe, and look back and watch any of the Vegas Revealed episodes that you want.
Yeah, we have an extended version of our interview with Andrew Gans on our YouTube channel as well. Also, scan the code on your screen now to catch up on our Vegas Revealed audio podcasts, and check us out all the time on our Vegas Revealed social media channels.
Have a great night.